Politics in the country is really shaping up, as one would put it. Things are boiling nicely, and there are only two agendas on the table. To the people who are in government, their main agenda is to ensure that William Ruto defends his seat for a second term, and they are burning the midnight oil to ensure that they achieve it. People like Cherargei have told us that there is no way William Ruto can be the first president to serve for only one term, and they're saying they are sure William Ruto is going to trounce his opponents. The opponents on the other side are regrouping, and they only have one agenda on the table: to ensure that William Ruto is a one-term president. Led by Gachagua, they have said Kasongo 1 term, Mwizi 1 term, William Ruto 1 term. And they are also working day and night to see to it that they condemn William Ruto to a one-term president. But ladies and gentlemen, it is not going to be a walk in the park. There are challenges ahead of William Samoei Ruto, and to the opposition side, they also have a mountain to climb. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our channel. Thank you for your continued support. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you are watching us for the first time. Don't forget to click the notification bell. That bell allows YouTube to notify you whenever we release a video like this. Please, when you're watching the video, don't forget to like. Please give us that like and share our videos if you can. Ladies and gentlemen, time is running so fast, and very many political parties are forming, others are teaming up. Rigathi Gachagua shook the nation when he unveiled his party that has been waited for long. And Mount Kenya are saying we now have a party to resonate with, a party that we can identify with. But ladies and gentlemen, as I told you, managing a party is not very easy. In fact, Rigathi Gachagua is going to face one of the toughest moments, because he wants to ensure that he entrenches himself as the undisputed Mount Kenya kingpin. But that too is not going to be very easy. Now, just a day after unveiling his party, very many parties, both big and small parties in Mount Kenya, have been awakened. It is like Rigathi Gachagua gave them a wake-up call. One such party is the party of Jubilee, Uhuru Kenyatta's party, that has come up and endorsed FREDRICK, the former Interior CS, as their presidential candidate. And today, Jeremiah Kioni, the Secretary General, just a day after the unveiling of that party, went to meet youths in Nakuru. And that meeting is very significant politically speaking, because the timing is coming just let me say 24 hours or 32 hours after Rigathi Gachagua unveiled his party. And the messaging, if you listen to the messaging, there was some indirect attack to Rigathi Gachagua, and the reassurance to the people of the mountain that don't be hoodwinked by the Johnny come late. We have been here. We were there in 2022 when Rigathi Gachagua was in joined hands with Kasongo, and now he's making a sudden U-turn. Please note that we are here and we are still the party to look at. I want us to listen to the speech, and so that when we come back, we dissect this, because it's very interesting that all of a sudden they have now started traversing the country. They're saying they want to visit their offices, they want to meet the youths. What was the main intention, politically speaking? Kindly listen to this.
Jubilee! Jubilee! Matiang'i! Matiang'i! Mimi nataka kuingia kwa point haraka sababu naona masaa imeenda, na nataka niseme hivi. Gen Z, tunawaomba musiangalie yale na musisikize yale mnaambiwa musikize. Mtu akitoka na huko amwambie musikize ground. Yeye ndio anajua ground inasikiza kwa sasa. Kwani wakati wengine walikuwa wamesikiza ground kitambo, wakaona hii serikali imekuwa mbaya. wakati SG wetu walikuwa kibeba hiyo sufuria, na wakati alikuwa akitembeza kina Karoso Mount Kenya, yeye alikuwa kwa hiyo serikali. Hata wakati mlikuwa mkiona shida yake na serikali yake, sasa saa hii amewapata mkiwa mmechoka ama na mmechokezwa na hiyo serikali, ama yeye ndio amekuja kuwaonyesha pahali mtaenda. Si yeye ndio unapanga? Yeye ndio amekuja kumpange ama ni yeye amekuja kupanga? Amekuja mfanye nini? Sababu yeye ni mmoja tulikuwa tukiteta akiwa kwa ile serikali aliyetuonyesha tukachague wale walipigia hiyo serikali kura. Ni ukweli si kweli? Wakati alitupoteza tukiambiwa na mzee former president, alitupoteza ama kutupoteza? Saa hii anataka kutuonyesha njia kwenda wapi? Si ni kutupoteza tena? Sasa kusikiza ground ujue hiyo ni matusi. Tena nikimalizia nataka kusema hivi. Ukiwa na boma yako chunga, usijione mwalimu wa kupanga maboma za wenyewe. Tuna chama ya Jubilee hatuna? Tuambie apange kwake. Apange asipange, apange kwake. Asa hauna Jubilee. Anatukana Matiang'i akimwambia hawa wa regional chama, sababu yeye anajua already yeye ni regional party wa chama fulani. Ni ukweli si kweli? Matiang'i anahitaji kiti ya president, anahitaji kiti ya ya Kisii, hataki kiti ya governor, hataki kiti ya regional, anataka kuwa president wa nchi ya Kenya. Ni kweli si kweli? Yeye anajua hata kiti ya wapi hatachaguliwa. Na wache kutusumbua sisi tukiwa Jubilee. Tunajua uragai na udako yake. Maisha ile yote amekuwa kituangaisha, kutupeleka kotini, kutuangaisha mpaka saa hii, na anajifanya anatusaidia. Tumwambie akome Jubilee na abehave. Ni ukweli? Abehave. Anafanya nini? Anatambua Uhuru. Juzi, wacha niseme hii. Juzi alienda pahali kunaitwa Boyman. Na msikia wale ndogo viti. Alienda pahali kunaitwa Boyman. Akazika mandangurani bibi ya mtu. Akamwambia wale watu wa Jubilee paredi hapa, uambie tunataka kupiga Jubilee, tuimalize nyoka na mai yake. Nyinyi ni mayai na nyinyi ni nyoka. Anaibwa na aibu. Anaibwa na aibu. Aende akiendaga. Sisi anataka kupanga. Hata kupanga, apangwa na huko anapangwa, alijaribu kupanga huko akapangwa, na sasa anatoka kuja kupanga sisi. Aende akiendana na ajue kuna yake ni gani. Asante
sana. Wale ambao wanafikiria maneno mingi, tafadhali wachaneni naye. Jubilee will be here for the Gen Z. Nitauliza party leader. Akikubali mambo ya nomination fees kwa Gen Z tuondoe. So that you can ulete akili yako. Ulete nini? Akili yako. Kuna pahali ingine nasikia ukienda lazima uende umebeba 500,000. We do not want to block young people from leadership. We were there in the 80s and 70s. We don't want to go back there.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to go straight to the significance of meeting youths just a day after Rigathi Gachagua launched his party. Number one, this is a response, a direct response to Rigathi Gachagua and a reassurance to the followers of the Jubilee party that they are still there entrenched. You know, if they keep quiet, some of their members would feel that Rigathi Gachagua is now the big talk in town, and it is like anameza vile vyama vingine. But the Jubilee party is coming out to tell their people that we have been there before. We are still here. We are not sure about this party that was launched. They have not tested the very political waves that shake and even destroy parties. So they are reassuring their members that we are here to stay, despite the fact that Rigathi launched the Democracy for the Citizens Party. We are here because they don't want to lose. They still want to have a stake in the Kenyan politics. So they are directly responding to Rigathi Gachagua, not to even think that he's going to take everything for himself. And as a matter of fact, this tells you that Uhuru Kenyatta still does not want to, just give in and allow Rigathi Gachagua to ascend the kingship. He believes that just as he won Mount Kenya in 2022, he still has a say, and he feels he can still give them direction. So they have responded, and they are assuring their members that please stay with us. Our house is still in order. Number two, the Jubilee Party is trying something which I think is rather too little too late. Youths have complained that they thought that Rigathi Gachagua was going to cure the youth problem. If you look at ODM, Wiper, UDA, Ford Kenya, Mani National Congress, all that, youths are complaining that these parties don't have a space for them. And people had expected that Rigathi, who says that he listens to the ground, he must have listened to youths crying out that they don't see a party that has got a space for themselves. People, thought that Rigathi Gachagua, as he was unveiling the interim team, he would give a very special and a very pronounced image for the youths in his party. But all the same, he fell to the very trap, meaning as things change, they remain the same. So what is Jeremiah Kioni doing? The first thing they did was to meet the youths. They're trying to tell the youth that we are a different party now. We are listening to you. That's why they're even proposing that they're going to remove the fee, the nomination fee, so that, youths, if you want to contest and you're a Gen Z, there is no any fee that we're going to pay. So he's responding to youths and is trying to tell the youth that our party is a party that listens to the youth. But truth be told, this is an afterthought. Even though I always say better late than never, people improve by the day. As to whether the youths will listen to them, as to whether other parties will copy them, I don't know, but they are trying to at least make the party stand out. So the youths in Mount Kenya who are disgruntled, who are saying that we thought we are going to have our party, yet this is the same thing that has been happening, same script acted by different people. Jubilee is telling them that we are here. They are seducing the youth to come to their party, because the truth is the next election is going to be determined by Gen Zs. Their numbers speak for themselves. And Uhuru Kenyatta and even Uhuru Kenyatta have always, reiterated their stand that it is time for the youths. Uhuru told them no one will come to vindicate Africa, and the youth must stand up. So that is exactly what they are doing. They are also responding to Rigathi's statement. The other day, Rigathi said that Matiang'i is such an amazing guy who can win elections, but he must gather the support of the Bagusi to come with on the table. Remember, Jubilee endorsed Matiang'i as their presidential candidate, and they never looked at, his tribe, where he comes from. They are saying Matiang'i is going to be their candidate regardless of the tribe or whatever he comes with on the table, because they believe Kenyans are ready to receive Matiang'i. So they're telling Rigathi Gachagua that you cannot give conditions to our candidate. Matiang'i is our candidate, so as you sit on the table, if you feel that if he doesn't have sufficient or prerequisite conditions, then leave him alone. And they are telling Rigathi Gachagua, even as you prepare to unveil, maybe if you have in mind someone to unveil as your presidential candidate, as your flag bearer, ours is Fredo King Matiang'i. In fact, many people feel that this is going to be the foundation of the basis of breakup. How these people are going to negotiate on a round table is very difficult, because Jeremiah Kioni, who I believe is speaking for Uhuru Kenyatta, is also giving conditions. We have our man. You cannot come and tell him, give him preconditions. So Matiang'i is going for nothing but the presidency. Kalonzo is going for nothing but the presidency. If Rigathi Gachagua is allowed by the courts to contest, he has the numbers. He will not support someone. He's going for nothing but the presidency. Someone will be smiling, William Samoei Ruto, because all he wants is to ensure that the opposition is disintegrated. So Jeremiah Kioni was responding to those remarks and reassuring their supporters that Fred Matiang'i is still their candidate. I don't know what you think, but things don't look nice ahead. There are going to be challenges. If they surmount all those challenges, it's okay. They must overcome the challenges to ensure that they oust Ruto. Otherwise, the Ruto must go calls will remain just that, just rallying calls without nothing. Let me tell you, the opposition must understand this. A philosopher once said that one good accomplishment is better than 1,000 intentions. So they might intend to defeat William Ruto, but if they don't come up as an organized team, William Ruto is going to humiliate them. Why do you think Jeremiah Kioni is on the road